So he basically is saying, he's saying in a roundabout way that I don't know how to be nobody's man. Okay. And another reason why these girls like him is because they know that he's not a fully grown man. Because again, mentally, shout out to BGS Ibmore. He said that women do not mature. Not that they don't grow or get jobs and education and stuff like that, but they don't mature mentally past the age of 14, which leads to you help you understand why these grown women who got kids feel as though they can have a relationship with these people. These are the kind of things you would think was possible when you was in grade school, because you didn't have the maturity to know, nah, that's not how this shit works.
I'll be like moving different. So like I'll be ready for these situations.
Are you nervous about living with me?
I ain't gonna say I'm nervous. I'm anxious.
Like, it's a first for me too, living with somebody else.
It's gonna be good though.
I'm gonna get us some little Patron. We can have us a little sexy time. Julius is very sexy to me. I do think Julius has a big. He's skinny. He got that build. Gotta have something going on. I think skinny guys have big. Oh gosh, that's so awkward to say. My butt looking fat, everything. You gonna love it.
1 minute remaining.
Yo, why you looking the same? I thought I was tripping. I thought something was wrong with me. Like, she one of them girls that look real good with makeup on. You know what I'm saying? Probably get that nose taken. I don't know her nose spreading because of the weight, but get that nose taken care of. But anyway, I want to make a comment on when she made the comment on his penis, right? The reason why I want to comment on that is that, yo, if you date enough big girls, you know how big girls be talking. And that's another reason why it's not good to start off dating big women when you're a young guy, because big girls will get you used to certain things that aren't really real. You know what I mean? You'll think that a woman's supposed to have sex with you quickly. You know what I'm saying? You'll think that she's supposed to have the roughest and the most freakiest sex the first time y'all have sex. You know what I mean? You'll think that she's supposed to pay. Don't get me wrong, women should pay, you know what I'm saying, pay their way and stuff like that. In terms of like, paying your share, right? But there's certain things that, when you're younger, if you get used to a big girl, and again, these are all things that all women do, but these are things that big girls use to get you into a relationship, to get you comfortable and get you, because abuse always comes. People who have anything to be insecure about, they're always going to be abusive because they're always angry in some kind of way, because she knows that you want her to lose weight. And also, she's not really happy taking her clothes off. She's not happy with what she sees in the mirror. If she's not happy with what she sees in the mirror, she can't be happy with you. All right. And again, not that that's impossible, but men, you always got to look out for the girls who either used to be big, they fat now, and tall girls. Because tall girls and big girls and girls who used to be fat, they have a complex because they understand that men prefer a smaller woman and a shorter woman. Even if she's fine, she's still going to have a chip on her shoulder or have an insecurity about that. Because if she's 6 feet tall, she knows that you will like her to be a little bit shorter. It may not necessarily plague her or nothing like that, but I always notice that tall women relish attention, and they always want attention from multiple men. All right, or they always want to test boundaries, and they have an issue with submission, because I think a part of it is because of size. Like, yo, because she's big as you are, she's tall as you are. Like, why would she be afraid of you? You know what I'm saying? Or why would she feel as though she gotta listen to you? You understand? So I'm gonna let this play for a little longer, and we're gonna close out because Big Bro getting tired. I still gotta do some YouTube shorts, man.
Okay, I love you more.
My man.
I know, my man.
You sound legit.
He don't play. I feel like I've never had that either. Someone that just don't play about me. Like, I feel like he really does just believe in me. Like, and when he came, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. When he came in my life, like, that's when I was going through a lot, and he motivated me to just get out there and just had a lot of faith in me to push me to be like, my best person. And I'm just like, I've never really had.
That nigga can barely put together a coherent sentence. What the hell did he say to you to make you feel as though that you, what are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about? First of all, you know what's crazy? You see her friend on screen smiling, right? her friend, if she do got a man, or know anyone, she talks shit about her and this nigga all the time and how bad it's about to go. I also want to make a comment on the comment she made about his penis, right? The reason why she made that comment is because big girls, for the most part, almost never, most of the time, if they get lucky, they might get a boyfriend. It really all depends. And this is for like modern women in general. A lot of modern women have never actually had a long-term relationship, or maybe only had one long-term relationship, because you have to come across a man who sees you. That usually means that you're not girlfriend material. If you ain't never had a boyfriend, that usually means that no one has deemed you boyfriend material. But for plus size girls know she got her up and give you some pussy. She know that. She knows you got to hurry that shit up. She not making you wait too long. Especially if you're attractive and whatnot, she don't want you to go nowhere. But usually, what the good thing she can bring, and again, it's not like how it was before, where if she was a big girl, she might have been raised by somebody who can cook and somebody who knew their way around the house or just had some kind of feminine energy about them. These big girls was raised by mothers who wasn't really about shit. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really have shit going on, and also wasn't really raising, because a lot of us wasn't really raised by our parents like that. We was raised by TV and media. All right. A lot of us had younger parents who maybe was out doing whatever, or just trying to figure their own life out. You know what I mean? And whatever, right? So you can see how not even that, but going back to what big girls actually experience. Like I said a couple of years ago, when Kevin Samuels was still alive, and he had that conversation with that woman who was 37 years old, overweight, with a couple of kids, talking about she abstinent. That man said, 2 people that came out of you. What you mean abstinent? Because what happens is, and again, through social media, women want to always share experiences, and whether they're good or bad. If you notice that, right? A woman can have a friend that's going through something. Let's say her man is cheating. A woman can't just hear her tell the story. She has to be a woman, want to be a part of something. So in order to be a part of everything, they want to be a part of what their friend going through too. So they'll say, well, let's say their man is cheating, to catch their man cheating. Now they want to accuse their man of cheating and whatnot, because she wants to share in the drama, share in the feelings that her friend is feeling, right? And what that does is social media really really confuses women, because women have the need to want to share experiences, and it's supposed to be empathy, but what it really is that women like to live through each other, right? And what happens is they want a part of the baddie religion, the bad bitch religion, is to make women a monolith when it comes to beauty, right? So when they hear one woman say, you got to make $5 million a year to date me, they won't say, oh man, I would never say that. These women, these groups of women who look like this will get on Kendra G, Kevin Samuels when he was alive, the Pineapple Show, all over TikTok, and be talking about, what's the red flag and what they're not going to tolerate and how much you're supposed to spend on the first date. Shit like that. All right, we getting ready to close out, man. I'm gonna let her talk a little bit more. And yeah.
Nobody just really. I know. I've never had anybody really just push me,
I've only dated maybe like a handful of people. Before I started messing with Julius, I was dating somebody. It was a very fresh relationship. It was only like a couple months. At first, it seemed like, he wanted children, he wanted a future. And then when it actually came into fruition, he didn't really want that. It was just words. And then I ended up miscarrying, and yeah. It was a really dark time for me. Because I am kind of like, don't have the most confidence, but he's like, well, I don't know why. Like, you're great. Like, just do it.
You got to see it in yourself.
Exactly. And I'm just like, maybe you really were just sent to me from God,
Like, I hope that when he comes out, he does match everything, because it sounds good. So I know how it feels to always be the person in relationships to give, and have nothing reciprocated.
This is one of the greatest myths that Black women like to tell. You got to realize one of the, again, the religion of the bad bitch, the religion of the church of the baddie the foundation it stands on is the worst parts of feminism. And when feminism, I'm saying, it influences women to always see themselves as a victim, and whatever you're doing it to make sure that you're not a victim again. And that's why you have to be nasty to these men. That's why you have to give this nigga some weird rules that he don't know about, and then scold him because he doesn't know about rules that you never told him about. That's why you have to do these things. All right. That's why you have to give people a hard time. That's why you have to just be a terrible experience, because everything is about you. That's why I don't like hearing words like my trauma, my anxiety, my this, my that. Because when someone says my anxiety, someone says my trauma and whatnot, especially if it's not within a deep conversation where you've been talking for a while about a certain subject, and they say, yeah, well, I went through so and so, man, I still got trauma from that. When someone comes into a conversation, when someone introduces themselves, when someone tries to make trauma or bad experiences define them, and that's what modern women do. Again, she talks about herself like she's somebody's victim. What happened to you? Being fat happened to you? And that's why you don't let your kids get fat. The worst thing that I let happen to me in my life is get way too fucking fat. There was a point in my life where I wouldn't weigh myself because I didn't want to see the number, because numbers mean I have to deal with facts and deal with the real world. And I had to ask myself, why are you okay with just seemingly outgrowing your clothes every single year when you're a grown man? Why are you okay with, your belly getting bigger and bigger? Why are you okay being over 300 pounds? How do you get to be over 300 pounds? How do you quietly become over 300 pounds? Being overweight is from mental illness that you have to cure it. You have to change your mind and realize you are wrong. You're obviously wrong. And the thing, but especially for women, because again, your value is so important for women to feel attractive, right? And listen, we all ain't gonna be that pretty. I heard a quote earlier that y'all women show your asses so much that y'all forget that you're not actually pretty. In the religion of the bad bitch, we can't just have a girl that's pretty. Y'all all gotta be pretty. Y'all all gotta feel pretty. And don't get me wrong, I don't think anything's wrong with feeling attractive and feeling pretty and whatnot. But it's not a thing of like, oh, I'm doing my best to look good. I look cute and I look nice and whatnot. The modern woman has to present if she has the least bit of a pleasing appearance, it needs to be looked at as if it has the highest value in the world, as if it's worth billions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's so hearing her talk about someone believing in you and stuff like that. She want to be in this relationship because these are the kind of relationships that big girls get into. The one where the nigga ain't never gonna have a car. The one where you always driving. The one where you got all the stability. That's not by mistake. Because that way, it's not just her being fat. It's her mindset. It's how she thinks. It's one thing. And again, she ain't no big girl like that. I don't see no pictures of her being real big or nothing like that. But she talks like a fat girl. She talks like a big girl. She talks. So I'm guessing that when she was in high school, she was real fat. Because all the pictures I see right there, like she look nice. She got a nice shape and whatnot. Feel me? But anyway, I wanted to touch on that because again, what you see going on in this conversation right here with these two women, this is how women sabotage each other. And don't say anything that's actually going to move things forward, anything that will cause introspection, anything that will aid towards having a better outcome. Women do not do well. These women don't do that for each other. She's talking about a nigga getting out of jail. Do you understand? Not only that, a 25-year-old dude getting out of jail that never had nothing, never been nowhere, and you know. And this is why I always felt when it comes to a serious subject, I tell Black folks to refrain from using slang because we lose the whole meaning of the conversation because you didn't use English. She said, I never been with someone who don't play about me. That when we use slang, right, it keeps things too much in the subjective. Where what does that mean for you? You mean because he likes you? This is all because I don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with her liking the guy because he like her. but it's very clear you like this guy because you think he's so down bad he has to deal with my bullshit. The women that I dated that were like really fat because back then I thought I could build a baddie and like, well, no, maybe we should lose some weight one day. I didn't understand back then that men think about getting better and men will work on getting better because men have to deal with facts in order to get results, right? Women don't get better. They get worse. They get worse looking. They get worse acting. They also get worse acting and even worse looking because if you don't care about being a good person, how would you be a good person? That's the same as having a job. I'm great at my job, but I don't actually think about doing anything well. I don't ever think about putting pride in what I do. I don't think about any of that shit. But I'm surprised when someone tells me, yo, man, you over here fucking up. You know, here's your performance. You know, we got your chart right here. You know, you got this going on, this many errors, this and that. And I'm over here like, what are you talking about? I'm great at my job. Anywho, man, we're an hour and 15 minutes in, man. I love y'all, man. If you watching right now, listen, one more time. All right, come and get me, baby.
Come and get me, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Have my back. Know what's going on.
They never had my back.
He told me how much he had to take.
We out.